Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the SCYX SCYX summary. Today is the 7th of October, 2024, and in this summary, we're going to go over the whole parts of the company. We're going to look at the bullish parts, we're going to look at the bearish parts, we're going to see where we go from there. So I generally follow small cap pharma, I do games, I do a little bit of everything, so if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and thank you. The disclaimer is the company has remained on my watch list, and as I go through the video, you'll understand why. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 7th of October, and the slideshow will not be updated, but as we get new news, new slideshows. So, let's talk about the investment thesis first, because I think it's very good to kind of set what we're looking at. So, it's still all about that Mario study. So, the company is going to receive $37 million for the restart and completion of the Mario clinical trial. The company will still receive $49 million for approval of that new indication and $57 million for the first sale. So that is a lot of money right there. There are milestone payments for sales. They are very generous at the smaller amount, so that's looking fairly positive. But the market cap currently sits around $54 million and a $1.44 stock price. So you kind of see you're like, okay, so they could get a lot of money, but what is holding a lot of this up? So what is new that's been happening? So the company is currently, or a third party is manufacturing new batches. That's the first thing they need to do to get the hold to go. These batches will need a 6-month stability hold time. That is fine. Like that's what they're going to do. Not a big deal. Q4 2024 is the target date for filing a request to lift the hold. And that is the big date right in there. So the FDA has 30 days to respond to that request. So we could see Mario start up in Q1 2025. And the Mario study was about half done. So pretty much it started, it was supposed to be a 2-year study, and it got to pretty much the halfway mark before everything went wrong. So if it is about half done, we could see results in Q1 2026. The NDA would be in the first half of 2026, and approval would be in Q1 2027. So that's a lot of things. And of course, GSK will be running that part of the show. So that is something that we do not have to worry about with SCYX. It's going to be a larger company, so they'll probably be able to do it quicker and better. The original deal was signed in March of 2023, and I wrote a summary in which the deal was beyond fair. And I was really wondering, and I still wonder what GSK was smoking based on everything that was going on. September 2023, all activities were halted based on the potential contamination issue. Mario was halted. Everything was halted. January around, the deal between SCYX and GSK was altered based on the delay in commercialization. This lowered a lot of the approval milestones and some of the sales milestones. So the company still holds around $83 million at the end of the second quarter 2024. The company expects a $10 million milestone in the third quarter 2024. Cash burn for the company sits around $10 million, which would give it enough cash until the third quarter of 2026. So, and that's if the burn stays constant. Obviously, when they're able to sell more, they're probably going to see a little bit more pickup in sales and revenues. But you're going to see a little bit less because they're going to start a new clinical trial for SCY247. So the date would put it very close to when the clinical trial will finish. So again, not a lot of room in there. It's 2 quarters. So the company might be able to pull off enough sales to get a third quarter in there, but anything more I think would just be overly optimistic. So the company is going to be on a slightly tight deadline, but we'll see kind of like how the dates and everything moves forward with that. So again, we're looking for around $143 million more in development and first sales milestones. So that is huge. There's still a lot of money on the table. GSK, even with the new deal, still values the drug very highly based on the early sales milestones. You can check that out in the 10K. They are just solid. And they're very high for smaller amounts, unfortunately, or fortunately for us. So the stock is really going to remain boring into the fourth quarter of 2024, and then all bets are off if they lift the clinical hold. So when that happens, you're going to see a lot more movement, a lot more anticipation, And going from there, stock price will most likely go up to reflect Mario restarting and that $143 million more in development milestones, which again, the company's only burning $10 million a quarter. That's years of cash right there. So hopefully this helped get you some information on what's going on. Obviously, there is still the issue that Mario could fail, and all of this is all for naught. Or again, there's a super delay and Mario does not get off the ground until Q2 or Q3, and then they're not going to make it. So there's definitely a lot of things that could go wrong. But again, I think that's why the price is so low at the moment. But again, this is a very high risk, and I would go with moderate reward kind of stock, or high reward, moderate risk, excuse me. So hopefully this helped get you some information. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.